You are listening to the Yoga for Balance podcast. I'm your host, Heather Jurdy. Thank you so much for listening. But really, thank you. I know there's a lot you could be using your time for, whether you're driving or exercising, walking your dog, whatever you are doing and listening to this podcast. I really appreciate you. So thank you so much. This week on the episode, I have a good friend of mine, Beth Connelly, who I met at Durga's Tiger School, so a fellow Durga's Tiger rider. She was briefly in town to San Diego, so we squeezed in this podcast episode. I really wish I had more time with her, but that was all the time that we had. So we dived quickly into the magic of sound healing. And Beth even goes ahead and starts our episode with a beautiful song. So thank you, Beth, for that. I really hope that you enjoy it. And before we dive into the episode, let's just take one breath to sort of tune in and be present. Take a nice deep breath, fill your belly all the way up, make it soft and full. And sigh, let it out. Allow yourself to relax a little bit and enjoy this week's episode. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
Today on the Yoga for Balance podcast, I have a very special friend of mine, Beth Connelly, a sound healer, Reiki master, massage therapist, magical maker. What else? What other titles?
I'll take that. I think that's good.
Beth is incredible. She's here in town for Shakti Fest. She just attended Shakti Fest, and our first time getting to see each other since we did our training together at Durga's Tiger School in Ecuador. So very happy to have her here.
Yes, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you. And that music was amazing. That was my first time hearing Beth play that. What is that one called again?
So that one is called the Krishna Arti. Playing it here on a harmonium and just trying to sing from the heart, you know. I came back just today is my first day back to reality from Shakti Fest, which was in Joshua Tree. And basically it's a yoga and music festival based around devotional yoga, bhakti yoga. We sing these different mantras, and the vibration and resonance of our voices and the mantras, the Sanskrit mantras, actually all have meaning and feeling behind each syllable, unlike, our language, which isn't a very beautiful language when you hear some of the other beautiful languages of the world. But Sanskrit has a lot of meaning behind it. So when you chant these mantras, like even just chanting Om, you feel that. When you chant Om Shanti, Om Peace, you feel that. You know, when we say peace, like if I'm going to chant peace, I'm not going to get the same feeling as if I chant Shanti. Like there's some resonance with it. So.
Yes, it is such a beautiful language. And what does that one translate as?
This is a chant to Krishna, who is basically looked at to a lot of people as God. For me personally, I believe that everything is God. I believe that there's a piece of God in all life. So I chant to a lot of different deities, a lot of different gods. So these are just words to build the relationship between you and that God, and taking the time to be present with that. The words are Shri Krishna is like, Holy Krishna. Govinda is a name of God or a name of Krishna, like as a child. Hare is the feminine energy. So it's, and like when we sing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, that's actually, you're just chanting to the feminine and masculine energies of the universe. So yeah, some people do, a lot of people in India, and I'm sure all around the world, do look at Krishna as God, For me, yes, but it's not as deep. It's a little bit less detached, but there's a lot of chanting for just to be very broad about it, the masculine and feminine energies that create everything, right?
Yeah.
So like at the end, I'll chant like a mantra to the feminine, and you'll see how that feels. Yeah.
Yes. And that's when I was just reviewing some of my Tantra materials. I did a workshop and I'm teaching a regular class, which is so awesome. It's coming out to the San Diego area, Fridays at Grotto Climbing. But I was reviewing and looking at, feminine, Kali being the creator of all things, and then that breaking off to masculine, feminine, and breaking off, and that so goes creation. So I think it's beautiful to honor the feminine.
Yeah, it's super interesting. Coming from Shakti Fest, so after we were in training at Durga's Tiger School, I was really interested in knowing, like, because sometimes we're chanting, like this song I'm going to do is a Kali Durga song. So who is Kali? Who is Durga? What is Shakti? What is Rama? Or what is Radhe? Like, these are all names for the feminine in whatever stories you're resonating with. So Shakti is Durga. Durga is Radha. Like, it's all interchangeable. It's all connected. And so anyway, this festival, I was at Shakti Fest. It is named after Shakti, and it's really about harnessing the feminine energy. So a lot of the musicians that were there were chanting a lot to Durga and Kali and Jai Ma and Radha and Radharani and all of these powerful, feminine, symbolic deities. Even I was talking to one of the people there this morning about Mother Mary, the Blessed Mother. It could be Kuan Yin, whatever that feminine energy is, that maternal, even just connection with Mother Earth. And there's, chanting in Native American, like the sweat lodge we did. Pachamama, Pachamama.
Aho.
Aho, right?
I miss our shamanism ceremonies, and it was really beautiful because at the end, that's what it is. We all come from the same source. We go back to that source, materially speaking.
Yeah.
And this earth provides for us. And being in a place like Ecuador, we went to Mindo together, this beautiful, enchanted cloud rainforest. I got oh my God, it was magical, super magical, and just being that connected to nature, untouched, raw. So, like, been there for hundreds, thousands of years, just on its own. We haven't tapped that.
Yeah.
It was
and
beautiful.
Going back to that, just going to travel to different places and having experiences where you're in nature is your primal instinct. You want to work on your root chakra, go do that. Like, go earthing.
Take your shoes off, play in the rain, especially if you're going to Ecuador. There'll be a lot of rain.
Your body. I do Sweat Lodge.
Oh, Sweat Lodge.
Did a cacao ceremony at the Shakti Fest with Jaya Lakshmi and Ananda, who are some really, really amazing singers, artists. They're married.
Wow.
And so that was the first traditional cacao ceremony I did since we were, I think,
Inga's. That was spicy cacao.
That was
spicy.
Fun. That was fun.
So
it's really a heart opener, and that is a medicine that also harnesses that feminine energy. So it's there's different things you can do to tap into it, but it's like the earth really craves our love. And I believe that the earth wants to receive whatever we need to release. And when we go through different meditation stuff and like cutting cords and getting rid of negative beliefs, thoughts, patterns, feelings that we're holding on to, through meditation, we can actually send that back down into the earth to neutralize it. And it helps clear us, but it also helps the earth. It's like she wants to do that for us. She wants to help us and nurture us and keep us in alignment with the greatest good, highest potential.
Yeah, I had some conflicting thoughts about that because we talked about that a lot in Ecuador, like release us back to the earth. And my thinking is like, but why do I want to put something negative into the earth? But yeah.
Well, because it has such a higher frequency.
Yeah,
than
so it could
do.
take more than we can.
Like think about a crystal. We use crystals. Yeah. I'm a certified crystal healer as well, right? Yeah. So I use crystals and I make crystal grids and I place them on people's bodies, and I have active crystal grids right now in my room back home in New Jersey. That's the great thing about them. You can keep them on this healing grid and you don't have to be there present with it the entire time. But think about a crystal. You can use a quartz crystal to clear the energy of something, and that's just one tiny rock piece of the earth. Think about the power inside the earth, underneath all the layers that we don't visually see. How high vibrational that is. Like, whoa. If a little quartz can do something, the earth is gonna neutralize all of that. Yeah. And that's the mother, she wants to. It's like, if a mom has a child or a dad has a child and the child falls down, scrapes their knee, starts crying, most likely the first instinct is for that parent to scoop up the child, kiss their knee, I'm going to fix your boo-boo, I'm going to heal you, right? Healing power of touch.
It's going to be okay.
Right? But kind of like the earth on a different spectrum wants to do that for us.
I love that. Yeah. Let's talk a little more about sound healing. So how else and what do you believe is the power of using sound to heal, and how else do you incorporate it into your sessions with people that you work with?
So sound healing is really cool. I've never really studied quantum physics, but basically that's what it is. Everything is energy. Every single living thing is energy, like for sure, 100%. Energy is measured through vibration. So the healing sound vibration is like 432 hertz or something like that. When you tap into this frequency, does something to your brain. And some musicians will use this certain frequency. That song, I Am Happy, Pharrell Williams?
I think so.
So he uses this frequency, 432 hertz. And that's why people are so turned on to his music.
That's
and
amazing.
I can't remember who else, but there are, people who are into spirituality who know this stuff works, and they take whatever pieces they like, right? So anyway, everything is energy. So each chakra holds an average amount of energy. So let's just use 410, I think, is the root chakra. I might be wrong, but let's just say 410. So for someone with an overactive root chakra who maybe is not so grounded, maybe not so financially responsible, kind of airy, not very grounded, the overactive, they might have, like, say, 450 energy in there, hertz energy. An underactive root chakra could have like 375. So what I do is I use crystal bowls made out of 99% pure quartz. They heat the quartz up really, really high and mold them into these bowls, like similar to if you've ever done a wine glass with your finger. You dip your finger and try to make the ringing sound. Yeah. Same concept, but different.
But huge and beautiful and the most incredible sound ever.
Vibrate you like crazy. So the idea is people lay down. I'll take them through a guided meditation, help them just relax and get ready to receive. I'll start playing the bowls, and each bowl is aligned with a different frequency. So whether you fall asleep or not, the bowls are working on a cellular level because their vibration meshes with the vibration of your energy centers and also your entire body. So if you had that overactive root chakra or heart chakra or whatever, it helps pull those levels down to create balance energetically throughout everything. It can also clear a lot of stuff out too. So I've had people, crying. Their bodies actually feel sore. I mean, they have great benefits, but just for example, because it really does push all that old energy out so that you can receive now new, clear, fresh prana, fresh information, from the divine source. So it's a blessing that's my job. I think that I get so much just by playing them for other people. So it's good stuff. If anyone ever gets the opportunity, go out and try them. Like, they're really amazing.
Well, and you truly are receiving the benefits because you're right there listening to it as well. It's what I think of when Bird Rock Yoga just got new infrared heat panels. And I'm lucky enough that I get to teach in this studio that's heated by infrared heat panels, which itself has health benefits. Cool. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm just as much. So I feel like I walk away healed in a different way. It's a different experience as the facilitator and the person guiding others. But you heal in a different, I don't know, everyone in the room is benefiting, building, and
and when you're in closed spaces, and the vibrations of the bowls and of the people and everything is just filling the room, that collective consciousness just kind of, it grows. It grows, and when you're together with other people, all singing mantras or all meditating or all doing healing, there's so much power with working in groups and being on the same page. So it's really cool.
Yeah, chemistry you can't make up. It's interesting you say that because I have a singing bowl. I played it earlier. It's, a hand-sized one. It's not super big. It's the Shanti bowl. It's on my website, Vintantra, if you haven't read about that. But I talk a little bit about singing bowls, and it plays. So I usually wake my students up from Shavasana with that. And I noticed sometimes, like, if I really felt the energy of the room was on and I felt like everyone was connected, like, you just feel it. There's a point in the class where it feels like time stops and it's like, whoa, we are all completely in sync. And the singing bowl will sound louder and more consistent and, like, have a bigger presence as well. And I noticed that right at the end. It's kind of my measure of how did that energy build in the room. And sometimes it is so loud. I'm like, whoa, that is crazy. Yeah. And we just did that.
Yeah.
Well, I wish we had more time to talk about all of this, but we're actually about off to go practice yoga facing the ocean. Yeah. Not upset about that, but I do want you to play us your last song that you alluded to earlier, please.
All right.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And thank you for taking the time to share your beautiful wisdom with the world.
Thank you so much for doing your podcast. It's so awesome.
You're the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you again to Beth for taking time out of your West Coast trip to be on the Yoga for Balance podcast. And thank you at home for listening. If you enjoyed this conversation and know someone else who might, please help us by sharing this episode. And if you're enjoying the podcast, be sure to subscribe wherever you listen and help the Yoga for Balance podcast grow by leaving a review and star rating while you're there. Thank you again, and until next time.